I think there's an issue that people aren't talking about with gay marriage. There's a lot of things that they beat around the bush with.
Kurt Russell used to be that iconic actor we all knew from the big screen. Now he's become something far beyond Hollywood's reach, turning into a real headache for the woke community. Shifting from blockbuster roles and paparazzi snapshots, he's now the anti-hero of both Hollywood and the woke movement. To him, things like extreme plastic surgery, body positivity trends, and new gender labels are absurd ideas that belong in fantasy. But what's Kurt's real motivation, and why is he so intent on pushing back against the woke crowd?
I'm a libertarian, so my beef with advantages given to anybody because they happen to live together and have a ring and have had a ceremony. I don't think married couples should get an advantage of any kind. So my beef isn't with as a political move. It's not with gay marriage. It's with why does anybody get an advantage over anybody else because they happen to live with somebody and have a family? I don't follow that. So.
Kurt Russell, the legendary actor, hasn't just captivated movie fans worldwide with his bold roles. He's also known for his classic looks. However, these days, Kurt isn't just another Hollywood star chasing big paychecks. He's more like a man on a mission to protect Hollywood from the influence of the woke movement. Reportedly, Kurt has been rejecting any kind of woke narrative in his projects, which might explain why he's been seen in fewer films recently. To him, most woke ideas seem out of touch with reality. He views woke advocates as people lost in a fantasy world.
You know, my personal feeling is that there's a big difference between Fantasyland and reality. Fantasyland is what we do. You're either writing something, writing a song, writing a book, doing a movie, doing a television show. That's Fantasyland. And that's where that stuff belongs.
Do you agree with Kurt? Woke culture largely originated in movies, and it continues to spread through films and other entertainment. Kurt Russell doesn't see any value in it and openly expresses his dislike for the woke movement taking over Hollywood. Few have had the bravery to stand against Hollywood or the woke crowd as Kurt has, since doing so usually brings backlash from political and social forces. For Kurt, the issue demands direct action, and he's ready to play the role of Hollywood's messiah. He believes actors, actresses, and entertainers shouldn't be forced into silence just to avoid being canceled or attacked by the woke audience on social media. Yet few are bold enough to challenge the rising woke trend in both politics and entertainment. After all, who would dare challenge those holding the power in their industry?
I've been thinking a lot about some of the distressing issues that we are facing collectively, whether we're talking about gender inequality or racism or queer rights.
Some Hollywood supporters have tried to shut down Russell's anti-woke stance and silence him. Even Disney doesn't seem too thrilled with him. After years of working together, there are rumors that Kurt's contract with Disney might be headed for cancellation, and Kurt Russell isn't alone in facing backlash from the industry for his views. Other actors like Mel Gibson and Jon Voight have also been caught in the fallout after speaking up.
You can say what you want. I don't agree with that. So it's not my thing.
But it's statistically...
Well, you can look. If you think gun control or something like that is going to change a terrorist point of view, I think you're like out of your mind. I think anybody is. I think it's absolutely insane.
Mel Gibson's Hollywood career took a significant blow after his infamous interview, and Jon Voight experienced a similar downfall after shedding light on Hollywood's concealed agendas. It seems that the woke movement is perpetually prepared to target anyone who challenges the accepted narrative. It's becoming clear that the entertainment industry isn't as free and open as it pretends to be. Rather, there are unwritten rules that must be adhered to. You can either comply with these regulations or risk losing your career.
A place like this can humiliate you. And it can humiliate you, it can be humbling. I mean, it does rip your life to pieces.
Does it?
If you'll let it.
Yeah.
Kurt is one of those people who isn't concerned with likes and comments. His courage has been remarkable, showing that he can't be silenced by the woke crowd or anyone else. One key advantage Kurt Russell possesses in his ongoing fight against the woke movement is his intellectual capability. Behind his tough guy persona, Russell is a savvy and highly knowledgeable individual who understands a great deal about history, politics, and philosophy. This is why he's consistently ready with his responses and seldom loses debates during interviews or talk shows, even when taken by surprise.
So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay?
And to be clear, Kurt is a staunch advocate for gun rights and the Second Amendment. His strong arguments against gun control are persuasive enough to make supporters of gun control reconsider their views.
You may think you've got me worried about what you're going to do. Dude, you're about to find out what I'm going to do.
and that's going to worry you a lot more.
Kurt has a clever way of expressing his views boldly and accurately, avoiding any form of verbal insults or abuse. He has made it clear on several occasions that the woke ideology does not aim for truth or justice. Instead, it seeks to confine everyone to a specific category and compel conformity to a certain culture. Despite America being known as a land of freedom, Kurt has faced many challenges in his mission to dismantle woke tyranny in Hollywood. He has engaged in multiple disputes on set with directors and other industry figures due to his anti-woke beliefs. In a recent incident, Kurt was confronted by woke activists who accused him of insensitivity and unreasonableness. Let's see how he responded to that.
Sometimes you get what you feel is slightly ambushed by somebody who's really got an agenda, and that's sort of, I think, that's my opinion of what happened to me the other day. The last thing I like to watch is entertainers or actors get political. It's just something I can't stand watching.
Kurt has faced criticism numerous times for his strong opposition to the woke movement. Throughout the years, he has encountered various private and organized efforts from Hollywood elites trying to force him into silence. His movie roles often mirror his true character. In iconic films such as Escape from New York, he embodies an eye patch-wearing anti-hero, a solitary figure with a strict moral code who adheres to his own rules and never shies away from a confrontation. If Hollywood had predicted that Kurt would transition into an off-screen disruptor, they might have cast him in less heroic parts. So, what is Kurt Russell's place in Hollywood? Will his dedication to authenticity and independence continue to impact the future of cinema, or will the industry's evolving dynamics take a different course? Only time will tell, but one thing is undeniable. Kurt Russell's legacy as a courageous and resilient actor is firmly established. Now, we want to hear your perspective. Do you believe Hollywood needs more voices like Kurt's, or is the industry progressing in the right direction? What influence do you think legendary actors have in shaping contemporary film? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you like this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more discussions on these significant topics. Stay tuned.